second half.
Alright, part 2. Dean Cain, maybe. Tom Cruise.
I'm cool with Tom Cruise too. I have a leather jacket and all. I used to have like the bomber jacket.
What do you have, the aviator?
I wear aviators all the time.
If John Travolta was your age, probably maybe a John Travolta.
My mother was on my mom was an extra in a movie back in the day called Blowout with John Travolta. And she actually got to go out to lunch with John Travolta, and I was told they made out.
Uh-oh, maybe that's why you look like him. Joking.
The ages didn't match up though, years, so I was like, alright, cool, whatever. But my friends used to make fun of me for that all the time. My mom, trust me, she told everybody. She wasn't not shy about it. Like saying it. John Travolta was the man. He still is. Pulp Fiction's my favorite movie ever.
So what would the title of the movie be?
I guess it has to be Look At It, right? Has to be.
Look at it.
Look at it.
The story of a product.
Of the product.
The product. So where can we find more information on the product David Starr?
Do you want to talk a little bit more? Because this is the second part of the video.
Second part of the thing. Let's talk some more.
So how is traveling from city to city, state to state? Have you ever been outside of America?
Yeah, I wrestled in Australia and I wrestled in Canada. And then I was supposed to go to like Puerto Rico and stuff like that, but like I don't know.
So you have your passport a little bit full.
I have my
How's
passport.
the fans compared to the American crowd?
The Australian fans are pretty similar to a television style crowd. Like they're a lot simpler. They like I guess you call like indie wrestling people say or the international style or whatever. They like that, but a lot of them are pretty well conditioned for a TV style of wrestling, which is something more you would see on Raw or SmackDown or Impact or anything like that. But Canada, they like to see everything. They were great, and they're always hammered drunk. They're always hammered drunk all over the place, all the time, and they're loud and obnoxious. And I loved it. It was great. I love going to Canada, and they buy a lot of merchandise, so I love Canada. Canada's great. Yeah, and then every part of the country is different. Like I wrestled in North Carolina before, and it's like a completely different. It's like different flavor of ice cream. No, it's a different food. Like if CZW is like turkey, that like down in North Carolina, it's not even a food anymore. It's like a pill, like something that's not maybe like Tylenol. You know what I mean? Like two completely different things.
Are they more rowdy in North Carolina, or?
Are they more rowdy?
Yeah.
They like everything. They seem like it's slower and more just like they don't like action as much. They like you to really go in there and be old school.
And talk?
Great. I love it. I love all the different things because I like watching all that old school wrestling, all that from all over the place and pulling little things from it. I love wrestling everywhere and traveling from city to city. It's one of my favorite things to do. I get to see the whole. I've been as far west as Michigan.
Not to California yet?
I haven't been to California yet. I mean, if anyone out there wants to bring me, I'd love it. California, I heard, is awesome. But I've been as far west as Michigan, and I've been down to Florida and up to Canada, like Rhode Island and New England area. I've been there a bunch in Canada. So I've been up and down the country. Up and down the country, pretty much hit every state on the East Coast. I've gone to Ohio and Michigan and all of that. I'm supposed to go to Indiana at some point. So they're all different. They all like something different. You gotta feel every crowd. And I love traveling. I love seeing all the cities. I love going out in the cities and meeting people. It's the best part. There's so many people. How many people would love to just go traveling for their job?
How did you think of your entrance music, Tune Jet and Black Hearts? Do you want to touch me there?
Well, I used to come out to the song Don't Hate Me by Nerf, which was like a super healy song. So no matter what, it's like in your face, don't hate me because I'm beautiful and all this stuff. So, and I was like, I need a more neutral song, something I would use all the time, everywhere. And then I was driving up to, like, God knows nowhere in PA, and a random radio station played that song. And I was like, I really like that song. And I like Joan Jett. I have a huge crush on Joan Jett. And I really like the song, and I just started playing it a bunch, and I got it in my head, and I used it a few times, and I kind of felt it, so I was like, I'm running with it.
So, do you see anything in pro wrestling that you would like to change?
I would like to change
What about the height?
the height. Oh, what are you trying to say?
Like the WWE stand on.
There's a reason for all that. At the end of the day, you have these larger-than-life superstars that if you see a normal guy walking down the street, it's not as special anymore, which I get all that. I like variations of things. You don't have to, not every person has to be a certain height and weight, and not every person should be the same look and all that. In terms of that height. Yeah, make me taller. I'll take some.
Answer your niece's question.
I'm 5'10".
The Rock is my favorite all-time wrestler.
And then when I, yeah, what's that? You have a question over there?
No, I didn't realize you guys were having an interview.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's all good.
My voice projects really.
He wanted to say that he loves The Rock.
You love The Rock.
Her niece asked me who my favorite wrestler was, but I haven't really watched wrestling since
Well, The Rock.
about a decade
The
ago.
Rock's the man.
Yeah.
Again, that dude's 6'4", like 250 pounds. Look at that.
So, The Rock is good.
See? He gets it. It's all catchphrases. And that's why the WWE is the way. And that's why John Cena is the best wrestler, professional wrestler, because that guy will tell you who he is. And that's most fans. Most fans, you ask them who the best wrestler in the world is, they know John Cena. John Cena? And that's why he is. You put John Cena's name on a marquee, it draws 10,000 people. You know nothing.
And then you'd be like, oh, John Cena canceled on us. Sorry.
I love John Cena. For the record, I'm a huge John Cena fan because he does everything you're supposed to do correctly. And he's not that bad of a wrestler. Everyone's always like, oh, he can't wrestle. He's not that bad.
Okay, I'll take your opinion. I'm still a Cena fan.
I love Punk. Just because I like Cena doesn't mean I like Punk. I love Punk. Punk's a great storyteller.
Yep.
But John Cena's the best there is.
So out of all the Pro Wrestling Federation, what has been your favorite title that they've ever had in pro wrestling?
Favorite title? Like belt?
Yes, title, belt, championship.
Out of all of pro wrestling?
Now you have 2 minutes left.
I love, just because there's a funny story to it, the AWA title is amazing because I was staying at Larry Zbysko's house in Florida, and he was off doing like some fan gimmick, and he came back at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and he was wearing the AWA title. Like Larry Zbysko is still wearing his title belt, and it was the best thing ever. So I think the AWA, and Bockwinkel had it, and like a lot of guys. I love Nick Bockwinkel. He's one of my favorites from the old school. But yeah, I guess I'll say the AWA title. Vern Gagne used to develop so much talent. Like he was from there. I mean, Andre was a big AWA guy. All those guys. So I was a huge fan of the AWA. And Sean is an AWA guy. Come on now.
So in case your fans missed it, where can we find more information on the product David Starr?
Well, I have all my website and stuff. You can get it on the back of my shirt right there. That logo is pretty phenomenal too. See, it makes a star of David. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. So it's theproductdavidstar.com. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/theproductdavidstar. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, which is @theproductds. Then what other sites do I have? My YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/theproductdavidstar. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything else on the back there. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, yeah, The Product DS, we got that one.
You want Vine?
I'm not on Vine.
I never even know what Vine is, but I heard.
Alright, 20 seconds left.
You can also find me on YouTube, Indie Wrestling Fan, Indie Wrestling Q&A, Facebook/Indie Wrestling Q&A. I'd like to thank Product David Starr for the
Thank you
interview.
very much. I appreciate it.
With the Product David Starr. Look at it.
Alright.
Buy his t-shirts. Where can we buy your t-shirts?
Randomthings.co.